The Apple Watch Series 10 releases bright and early tomorrow morning. I've got one right here. Let's take it out of the box, check out some of the new features, and see how it compares to the Series 9, which I'm wearing right now. So there's a few notable updates this year, but the main ones are the speaker, screen, size, and the colors. I actually have the color I'm most excited to see. So this is the Jet Black, major throwbacks to the iPhone 7. I always wonder how much time engineers spend like making the box just perfectly slide out like this and building suspense. Okay, not gonna lie, this is pretty slick looking. One of the first things I noticed are the speaker grills. Talk about those in a sec. And it does feel like noticeably smaller and thinner, which again, we'll look at that in a second too. One thing I did forget to mention is there was a big charging upgrade. You could actually charge the Apple Watch up to 80% battery in 30 minutes. This is huge for people who sleep with it. I think I'm literally just gonna have this charger in my bathroom now and charge it while I'm in the shower, and that should be enough to keep it topped up throughout the day. This is pretty huge. And then the band. The Apple Watch unboxing experience is just fun. I love how it's all like segmented and everything, and it's just so like cool to pull out of the packaging. These stock cloth bands are really nice. They're the ones I use most of the time. This is the one I have here on my Series 9. Got it all set up, got the Series 9 here. Few big standout differences. First one is the higher refresh rate on the always on display. If you didn't know, on the old Apple Watches, when you go into the always on display mode, they only refreshed every minute. Now, even though it's in the black and white always on mode, there's a second hand ticking along. This is really, really nice. Viewing angles on the screen are also quite a bit better. I haven't messed around with this too much, but it is definitely noticeable. I do also love this jet black so much. Now, to bring out the Series 9 for comparison, one thing that I am really blown away by is despite the only 10% difference in thickness, it is very noticeable. At a glance, again, you may not see much, but that little bit goes quite a long way when it's sitting on your wrist. It feels a lot more compact, feels a little bit lighter in the hands. I'm just quite blown away by how much of a difference that little bit of thinness made when they shaved that off from the Series 9. I'm pretty pleased how this thing feels on the wrist. And the other really big thing here is going to be the speaker. Though the Series 9 did have a speaker before, it was more just meant for notifications and things. This was actually built to be used for playing audio, so podcasts, music, phone calls, whatever. And it's surprisingly loud and clear. Like if I was out for a walk or something and didn't have my headphones or my phone, this would be more than enough to listen to comfortably. Obviously much more of a niche use case, but I'm actually really excited to use this when I'm out surfing, when I don't really want to have headphones in, but I want to kind of play some music. I'm going to be using the speaker functionality a lot, so that alone makes it worth it for me. I'm excited to battle test that. Now, while the differences aren't drastic between the Series 9 and the Series 10, I am surprised at how noticeable they are. Specifically the thinness, the always on display is nice, the speaker is nice. Definitely worth getting the Series 10. If you're an Apple Watch power user like me, it may even be worth upgrading from the Series 9, especially if you like this super sleek colorway or want the titanium that they're selling on the more premium versions of the Series 10. Anyway, I'm really excited to dive into this thing more and watchOS 11 specifically. If you guys have any questions, let me know, but I am pleasantly surprised with the thing so far. Love to hear your guys' thoughts, and I'll catch you in the next video.